Power set, engines in the green, airspeed alive, mostly because of the wind. 40 knots, 50 knots, 60 knots. I'll rotate at this point. And here we are. I'll take down the RPMs a little, and I'll just go down to a normal 25 setting for climbing. There you are. And because we have zero flaps, there is no need to configure them. And see how crazy the speed is today. I mean, the speed needle is just insane. If you were to fly this today, you would be throwing up all over the place. So in real life, it would not have been an easy thing. So we're gonna start turning now 1,000 feet. We'll do a pattern, and then we'll leave from downwind and keep going towards the knee. We'll reach probably 2,000 feet just to try and get off the worst turbulence, and then we'll see what happens. So you can see it's extremely bumpy right now. I mean, this plane is getting battered. I'll trim it a little more. I might set up the autopilot. I'm going to give myself maybe 3,000 feet. Yeah, maybe 3,000. Just have a little more space. There you have it. So we're turning around now, and this is our downwind leg, but we will depart now from our airport, and we'll just go straight towards the knee. We'll follow the coastline, and then we will fly a pattern to enter Dundee. I hope you're enjoying my commentary of this. So now what's happening is I'm about to reach my cruising altitude soon enough, and I'm just going to set the engines appropriately at that point. But for now we're still climbing, so all good. Fuel pump can go off. I'll keep the cowl flaps closed because it's still pretty chilly. We'll tune to the knee in a minute. What I am going to do is I'm going to level off here now. I'm going to speed up a little, then set my manifold pressure and my power settings. 2220 sounds good. Speed wise, quite happy with this. So I'll trim now. I'm gonna do heading select instead of following the direct course, because we don't want to overfly the field. We want to fly a pattern, so we'll enter downwind for the runway. So we'll just do heading select, Command A. I call it Command A like the airliners, but it's not an airliner. And then what we're going to do is Alt hold, which is doing it now, which is good. And I might adjust the heading slightly to the right, because but we have a 40 knot tailwind right now, 40 knot tailwind, which is really insane. I think, I still have to have a little bit of rudder in it, not much, just a little bit of rudder. So we should probably give a bell to Dundee.
Dundee approach 74, J, November 74, Juliet is at 3,000 feet, climbing 9,000 feet.
No, that's not what we agreed. I don't know why it's telling me this. Yeah. Yeah, but I never planned to go to 9,000 or whatever altitude. So I don't know where that came from. But anyway, I'm going to go to a different setup, which is to ask Dundee for a full stop landing. Okay.
Dundee Tower 74, J, November 74, Juliet is 6 miles west, 3,000 feet with Charlie to land.
There's the airport right there.
November 74, Juliet, Dundee Tower. Altimeter 29er, decimal heating with 29er 1 and 19er. Make left downwind, runway 27.
That's fine, that's what I expected.
Make left traffic runway 2774, J, November 74, Juliet.
So, yeah, a considerable, we can listen to the 80s again.
Dummy airport information, Charlie 1200 Zulu. Wind 291 at 19er.
Wow. Yeah,
Visibility 6.
19 knots.
Air condition, view cloud at 2000.
So at this point, I could easily start descending, but we'll probably do a long final. So that's what I'm going to do, I think. So I'm going to stay a bit higher and descend later. So I'm going to set the altitude for 0. We'll take it down to 0. I won't use the autopilot any longer. I will hand fly this the rest of this flight. So Command A can disengage, the autopilot can come off, all the modes. I will also kick off the flight director, because that will just confuse us. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to start pitching down slowly. I can see the runway there, we're perfectly parallel, so I'm going to take the power down. Fuel pumps can go back on. And I'm gonna like give the RPM back to full at this point. I did not really need to do any sort of leaning of the engine, just because we only stop at 3,000, so that's fine. So we'll turn base in a minute. I'm going to bleed off some energy at this point by cutting the power off and maintaining a gentle shallow descent, 2.5 degrees. Landing lights are down, on, pitot heat is fine, everything is good. The engines look healthy, everything looks nice. So I think I'll start turning now. That looks like the bridge. It's not the best looking bridge in Flight Simulator, but that's fine. It's a good landmark. I'll bring the nose up a little more. I think I am actually thinking of doing a no flap landing, just because of the 20 knots headwind we're going to encounter. So I'm going to land without flaps, which kind of means our stall speed will be a little higher. It's VS1 is a little higher. Actually, VS1 is probably always the same, but we're going to use that as a reference now. So I'm just trimming out and gliding down basically as I come along. This is a last turn. I can see the airport there. I have a 32 knots headwind right now. Wow. So 80 knots indicated. I'm just going to glide it down. I think I will definitely need some power at some point, but I'm just going to glide it for the most part, I think. And then once we're, closer to terrain, and once we start, oh wow, it's crazy what the wind is doing now. It's see, this is why I wanted to keep the flaps up, because this gives me a lot of buffer, when it comes to simply like the airspeed factor, right? So we don't overspeed stuff, And I can hear the engine, the wind really fighting with the engine.
500.
And I'm still just gliding. I've been gliding for the last few minutes here, because so much headwind. It's slightly right crosswind, but it's pretty much full on. I need power now. Basically, we're starting to become really low here. So right on glide, but I need power to this point. Oh Jesus! This is the rockiest approach I've ever done in a Cessna. Oh Jesus! It's really bouncing. But here we are, back on our approach. I think it's because it comes from the buildings a little bit down there, and so that it's I'm a little high, but I don't care. I'd rather be a little high here. Oh Jesus Christ! Oh my God! This it would have battered our brains out on a real. We would not have flown in these conditions today. No way. So I'm gonna I'm gonna have to put the rudder in a second. Oh yeah. I can see the windsock fully pegged. So I'm gonna glide over here, then put the rudder in a little bit to line up. A little more rudder, that's probably about right. And then I'm gonna let it settle and it's gonna go towards the middle of it by itself. Actually, I need to come down now, so I'm just gonna cut the tower, otherwise I'll eat too much wrongly. Trying to stay in the center line. Okay. Oh, jeez. I'm just gonna brake it hard so I don't go. Oh, Jesus, this crazy wind. Oh, my goodness. It is so intense that I actually have to even control it. Yeah, but I mean, that was a scary 2 seconds there, especially because I find it hard even to track the center line. I mean, it's that upset by the wind.